I'm sure we barely scratched the surface for the Seven's past, especially for the Paradigm. I've talked about before how she looks very similar to the Cube Queen. The Monarchs all have a bit of human in them, and instead of being fully purple, the Cube Queen has a bit of human skin. She's slightly tan, similar to the Paradigm. But what's super ominous is how her true eye color's clearly shown in her trailer as green. These points seem to be making a clear connection to the Paradigm. But what really sells it for me is how the Cube Queen has a red tint in her main hair, just like how the Paradigm has highlights of red in her hair. From this, you may suspect that the Paradigm is a snapshot of the Cube Queen, but their faces aren't too similar. So the next step, they're related. Now since the Cube Queen quite literally called the cubes and sideways monsters her children, it'd be reasonable to assume that the Paradigm used to be similar to the Chimera and Trespassers. I don't think that the Chimera and Trespassers were always the last reality's go-to soldiers though. I believe that when the last reality was a way smaller army, their soldiers were a lot more human. They could have even possessed the form of a cube like a weapon or vehicle. But as time went on, it was clear that they weren't built for it. They weren't as powerful as they could have been. And they possibly were unable to hold the power of darkness. Their biggest weakness of all was emotion. Now I think that the last reality created Trespassers for that purpose, because people would be untrustworthy, a lesson they learned through the Paradigm, and maybe even one of their own leaders. I'm gonna add a bit of spice to this.
Psst, soldier of the last reality. There's like really bad people out there and I need you to stop them, but you need to get your leaders on my side so they can help us.
Okay.
Cool, you're now a member of my team.
What? Whatever.
This plan is very delicate. It will sustain my army with infinite power.
I think what you're doing is bad.
Good point.
Whoa, is that the 0 point? We should protect it from other people like the last reality. How does that sound, Dad? Dad? Well, I guess I also have to protect these vaulted weapons. Wait, there's another elemental being causing a rampage. Be right back. I think what you're doing is bad.
Good point.
Well, crap. Oh hey, it's my dad.
If you caught it, I implied that the origin is the original cube from Chapter 1. And I meant it. It's fitting, right? The origin. Basically the cause of everything. Other than, the visitor. But the story lines up. Listen to his anthem.
Y'all see him now, right? A member of the seven, but it hasn't been easy. Let me tell you his progression. King of the cubes. He had all the power, but y'all, he didn't realize the cubes devour. He walked away, but it was no use. The I.O. had him cornered, so he suffered abuse. They had him locked down. My crown. They put him under pressure, but he said I ain't down.
If the origin is Kevin, then the timeline makes sense. It even explains why Kevin just decided to self-destruct out of nowhere. It could also be true that the origin could have been converted to the Seven side before coming to the island, so here's a bit of an alternative idea.
I think what you're doing is bad.
Good point.
No.
I'm listening.
So basically, that should be it. The gateway to the 0 point is formed.
Miss Singularity, I don't feel so good.
And so on. You may ask, why isn't he gold like the Cube Queen? And I think that the Cube Queen is just that powerful, and I guess full of herself. Plus, she is controlling her reign by herself, since the origin left his place. So she basically gets double the power. A little bit of an extra to this theory, cosmetics hint at Kevin being the origin a lot. Back around the time of Kevin's reign, Deadfire released, with the Shackled Stone backbling. This backbling very clearly shows a mini replica of Kevin, chained up and imprisoned. The best part about this is the description. Keep it contained. My brain immediately darted to the Origin's backbling, which contains the form of a purple cube, with the description of, nothing can contain it. That is a very clear connection, and it's very likely to be on purpose. Now I've shared all that I can. So like, subscribe, and ring that little bell to stay updated. Anyways, have a pie, and goodbye.